Listen to your Puerto Rican Princess SashilyK for all things K-pop and K-drama and what's new and happening all around Oahu. Tune into my show From One Native to Another, Tuesday nights at 8 on KPRP Pinoy Power, 650 AM.
It's always happy, especially when I'm here on KPRP 650 AM Pinoy Power. That's right, this is SashilyK, your Puerto Rican princess. Ooh. It's not like it's my first day. Look, there's Sunny. I caught Sunny. Hi, Ustream. I feel like our relationship is back on track, right? Right. Yes. All right. Now I'm doing like four things at the same time. But I promise it's a good show. I prepared. Look, I brought more papers. Yes, I did. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. My phone camera thing kind of fell. It's all good, I think. Ha! See? You make it work. I think I made it work. It might not be working. All right. Miss Sunny's gonna assist me in making it work because, ha! Yes, it worked! See? I feel like I'm like in a I've got two relationships. I've got Ustream and I've got YouTube, but it's all good. It's all good here on Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Well, 8:03 almost, but that's okay. 8 o'clock with your Puerto Rican princess, SashilyK, on KPRP 650 AM. See, even when I have technical difficulties, I still make it fun. Fun for me, fun for you, fun for all. All right, guys, so you know, because we've been talking that I am most definitely a writer. Yes, I write. And I'm always having a lot of fun here in Hawaii, especially with the kids, especially with just, finding little nooks and crannies that I don't know because, I'm a native, but not of Hawaii. Haha. That's why my show is called From One Native to Another. I am from your sister island, Puerto Rico. Dun, dun, dun. But what's really cool is that this past week, I took the kids. We hopped on the bus. I like hopping on the bus, especially if we're coming downtown because, there's no parking nowhere. No parking nowhere. But so we hopped on the bus, all three of my boys, Jetniel, Jeded, and Yorick. That's right, all with Y's, because why? Because I named them. So we went to the Honolulu Museum of Art, which is literally right across the street from Thomas Square Park, which is really cool. It's a really cool park. I mean, a lot of trees. It's a park. There's nothing like significant about it except it has a humongous fountain, like smack in almost in front of the Museum of Art. So when we hopped off the bus, we had to walk a little bit across the park, and I was like, we got some foliage, we got this beautiful fountain, impromptu photo session. Kids, get over there. I'm gonna take pictures. And my kids went, okay. They're kind of used to it by now. They've been involved in a lot of my impromptu photo sessions. I mean, why not? They're there, I'm there, it's pretty, take a picture. So we took a lot of nice pictures. I've got some of them on my, on my From One Native to Another blog, which you can always find me. Google, please. I don't know why. Bing and Yahoo just don't like me, but Google loves me. So Google me, SashilyK, SashilyK. And my Twitter will come up, my Instagram will come up, my Facebook will come up. Pinterest sometimes, but out of the other three, you'll find me. And so I've got a bunch of pictures. We walked around. It was really cool. The cafe's food is to die for. It's delicious. Oh, usually museum food is not. It's just like okay. This was like SashilyK cafe.
Wow.
It was and it was very healthy too. No chips, no French fries. They had a filet mignon burger, which was really, really tender. Again, really, really. It was juicy. It was tender. It was a flatbread, but it was humongous. It was like half of my plate was the flatbread. And it had, spinach and greens, tomatoes, homemade, like for real fresh mozzarella and prosciutto in a light pesto sauce. I mean, just talking about it, I'm like, like Homer, I'm like, can I just have some of that more again, please? More. I want more. But yeah, so it was really good. And for the kids, no, like fried chicken nuggets and French fries, but they had how did the server say? It's a spaghetti in a light garlic and
Wow.
virgin olive oil sauce for the children, like shay. But it was good. It was so good. So I was, we were all happy. So cafe was a plus. And then we walked around. What I really truly love is that it highlighted not just Asian art, which I was like expecting, Korean, Japanese, Indonesian, Indian. I was expecting Asian art in a Honolulu museum, but it also had Impressionist and modern art, and even had like pop art, like from the 60s, and like that kind of style. And it had interactive art. So it was just, and then the beautiful what is it called, like when you walk in, it had a pond. Like there were different areas where like one was like a Chinese Zen kind of pond. Well, Zen is Japanese, isn't it? So it was a Chinese koi pond, and there was another. So it had little like outdoor architectural art as well. And the most interesting part was when we went upstairs to Design Hawaii. So I from everything that I was reading, I'm not sure if it's local artists or just like Hawaiian artists, or at least Hawaiian born artists, but it's Hawaii Design is like showcasing those kinds of talents, the talents that are bred here. And we stumbled upon, oh my goodness, I don't want to say his name wrong. We stumbled upon Paul Pfeiffer. And Paul Pfeiffer is a Philippine descendant, Hawaii born, living in New York artist. I'm gonna try saying that one more time, see if I mess up. Hold on. Okay. Paul Pfeiffer is a Philippine descendant, Hawaii born, living in New York artist. Woo!
Very cool.
Okay, I need a break now. I need a break after that. I do. No, but very smart, very well thought, well spoken. Paul Pfeiffer has been an artist since the 1990s. He has won grants and awards. He has a master's in fine arts. I mean, yeah, very impressed. Very, very impressed. And I didn't even know he was going to be there. We literally just stumbled onto him, and I decided, well, I'm here. When am I ever going to literally get an insider's view from the artist's mouth on something that's being exhibited in the Honolulu Museum of Art? I was like, I can't not take advantage of this opportunity, the situation. I gave him my card. But so what he does, and he's been doing this since the 1990s. So, you have to take a moment and remember how far we've come in photography, becoming the 1900s, the poof, into the digital age. Same thing with video photography and taking video footage from boxing matches at the turn of the century to boxing matches now, when they're taken in with high def cameras, and just you can literally see the sweat bead down the boxer's face, in high def surround sound technology. So he's been doing this since the 1990s.
Wow.
So what he does so far, he's done basketball, and he's done boxing. So what he does is he takes footage of basketball players, and the exhibit at the Honolulu Museum of Art is of boxers. So he's got 6 different like baby mini TVs showcasing, I don't know, it was like 4 to 6 seconds of footage, and he layers it so that the boxer that's winning is completely taken out of the footage.
Wow.
So all you're seeing is 4 to 6 seconds of like the loser losing. So you see like the hit, but it's Invisible Man, because there's nobody hitting him.
Wow.
So you see the hit, and you see like his face just like crumbling in, and then you see the boxer like falling down, and or trying to get back up and hitting, and then just being slammed to the ground, or being thrown. I mean, it's intense, and it is violent, and it is beautiful, because I mean, you can take so many things off of it. You can take it as a social commentary, or you can take it as as a life lesson. You never exactly know when or how life might get you, and you always have to be prepared. And it's not always how you fall down, but then how you get back up again. And so it was just incredible. And so we Jared, that's my middle child, and I stayed at the lecture that Paul Pfeiffer was giving about the exhibit. We stayed there for like an hour, just listening to him talking and speaking on his art. Now, in the beginning it was just by himself. Now he's got this like whole team of people helping him fight through all of the many videos and many pieces of footage that he needs to do. And of course, towards the end of the lecture, me being the quiet, shy lamb of a person that I am, Miss Sunny's laughing. I don't know why she's laughing. I needed to ask a question, and so I asked him. I said, so you've done the basketball games, you've done the boxing. What's next? Do you think maybe MMA or maybe sumo wrestlers? Because all of his footage are either light or medium boxers. So of course that aesthetically, bodily, that translates into MMA fighters. But sumo would be something completely different, and sumo can be just as deadly and as beautiful as boxing. So he kind of smiled at me and kind of nodded, because he understood that I was really listening and really trying to understand the message that he was trying to portray through his art. So it was incredible, and you guys really should check it out. It is going through, it's on right now, and it's going to be going on through September 11. So that's kind of cool, but we're going to talk about more about this after we come back from visiting our sponsors. That's right, we are back. You are back, and you are welcome. That's right. It is I, SashilyK, your Puertorican Princess, here on KPRP 650 AM Pinoy Power. That's right. And we were just talking about Paul Pfeiffer, who is having an exhibit. Oh, I forgot to say the name of the exhibit. That would probably help. It's a weird name. Carrie Atids. It's CARRYATEDS. YATIDS. And if you're unsure on how it's spelled, you can always check out my blog, From One Native to Another. That's right, SashilyK. Look for me through Google. Google loves me. I love Google. So SashilyK, you can look it up. All of the blogs are there, From One Native to Another, my K-pop, my K-drama, also Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you have anything going on, please give me a shout out, send me an email, SashilyK@gmail.com. That's right, because Google loves me. Yes, it does. It loves me. Just like Ustream loves me. And please follow us, Pinoy Power on Ustream, www.ustream.com/Pinoy Power. That's right. Did I say that right? I'm looking at Miss Sunny. Did I say that right? www.ustream.com/Pinoy Power. That's right.
I think we've got TV.
Oh, TV. Pinoy Power TV. See? And this is why I ask. You see? Ustream/Pinoy Power TV. There we go.
The address stay up there.
Huh?
The address right there.
It went what?
The address stay right up there.
Oh.
On the card.
Dun, dun. And now I remember because I can see it now. All right. So moving on to, like I said, Paul Pfeiffer at the Honolulu Museum from now until September 11th, which is it's kind of interesting that it's September 11th is the last day, But, talking about violence, talking about society, talking about all kinds of things like that. So that's kind of cool. So my K-pop love for this week is Sistar. So it's Sistar. I had a little bit of fun with that because I was like, is it sister? Because I've got 4 of those. And they were like, no, it's Sistar, like they're stars. I was like, I love Korean pop. Okay. So Korean pop. So K-pop, Sistar is a 4-girl group. The one that I know most is Hyolyn because she was a supporting actress in the K-drama Dream High 2, which I haven't talked about yet on my K-drama blog, but I probably will at some point. I try to even things out, with some of the high school stuff, some of the musical stuff, some of the action, some of the, so try to even my K-drama tastes as much as I can. But yeah, so she was Hyolyn, which is Kim Kyu-young. And she was, like I said, in the K-drama musical Dream High 2. My favorite song of Sistar is Touch My Body. Right. Which I read the name of it and I'm like, no, it really can't just mean touch my body. No, it really does. So basically you guys remember how last week I talked about VIX and how they were like the bad boy, group of K-pop. Not to say that Big Bang can't do bad boy, but VIX is like the bad boy group. Well, Sistar seems to be the equivalent of VIX. They're like the sexy ladies. They're the sexy, sexy ladies of, K-pop. Again, yes, after 21, because, 21 are my girls. But Sistar has a lot of, like, from fun, Girl Next Door, which, Shake It and Touch My Body is very Girl Next Door, very flirty, very fun, very, it's summertime and we're just going to go out and have fun. So the Touch My Body is just, it's like, and they do, and the whole dance craze that they have in their music video, like everyone in Korea and anyone that loves K-pop, anyone that likes any of it, like knows that booty shaking dance move, which is hilarious because I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago I talked about K-pop Star because Lehigh started in K-pop Star. So, but I don't remember which season it was. There was a little girl, I don't know, maybe 5 years old, and she was doing the Touch My Body MV dance. 5 years old, and she was doing it, and it was so cute. It was so adorable. But anyway, back to Sistar. So Sistar is 4 girls, like I said. Hyolyn is who I know the most. So apart from Touch My Body and Shake It, they also have Give It to Me and Alone. Now, Give It to Me and Alone are much more mature and much more adult music videos that talk about, and all of these have a lot of girl power, a lot of growl power, a lot of, standing up for yourself and standing up for your girls and standing up for what you believe in. But those two, Give It to Me was just like this dance spectacular with a little bit, it almost reminded me a little bit of En Vogue with giving him something he can feel. But of course, Sister did it their own style, their own way. But it was very much that kind of groove, that kind of genre. Alone was very, it had like a 70s kind of flair, 70s kind of flow, but it was very dramatic, very sexy. I believe Sister just put out something today. I saw on my Twitter feed. It's a teaser, I believe, for their fourth album. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure if it's the fourth or their fifth album, but they just put out a teaser. So make sure you check that out. Twitter. I know they had some stuff on Instagram recently, just promoting and showing different things. But Sister is definitely very cool. Oh, when they first started, they were doing a lot of TV commercials and like print ads and photo shoots. Starship Enterprises was very smart in how they did that. They showcased and promoted the girls just on, their beautifulness and their talent without quite showing the audience who they were. So they created this like fan base and this almost like feeding frenzy. So when they dropped their first debut like single, I think it was Push Push, it just, everyone went crazy. And because I know these girls, I've been seeing them on commercials, I know who they are. It's just, and they needed to get them some Sistar, which shows Starship's intelligence in marketing and branding, because I believe maybe not all of them, but most of them were girls who either didn't quite make it in other agencies like JYP, or they had started to become part of a big corporation, and then something just didn't pan out. And Starship was like, no, I think you guys are good. I think we're going to put you together, and this is how it's going to happen. And this is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to showcase you. And they did it brilliantly. Starship Enterprises did it so brilliantly. They really, really did. Really, really, very, very. So that was K-pop. Paul Pfeiffer was from one native to another. And now I'm going to talk about K-drama, because do you guys remember last week I talked about Drama World, not Dramaland, Drama World. Why I kept going back and forth between those two, I don't know. It's Drama World on Viki. Go watch it. But so Drama World, which was the English-Korean K-drama mashup, that had scenes, in LA and had scenes in Korea and had English and Korean, and everyone understood each other. And remember that I said that it was the very first of its kind to do a Korean English mashup. So, I'm trying very hard not to mess up the name. Banana Manna Films, one more time, Banana Manna Films put out a web, first it was a web series, and they converted it into a 1-hour web movie, which was also bought by Viki. Gotta love Viki. Also bought by Viki. called Perfect Girl. Just Perfect Girl. Now, what's interesting about Banana Mana Films, oh, by the way, it's Christian Lee and Jason Chan are the driving force behind Banana Mana Films. They're also the creators, the writers. Jason Chan is the leading man as Stan, and Christian Lee, I think, he plays Chaz? Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Christian. I can't remember the name. But they create... Oh, they're based in Singapore, by the way. So another Asian, put a little K-drama, Singapore drama into the mix. They create Asian dramas or K-dramas, but for English-speaking audiences. So it's an English, like American English script viewed as a K-drama. And that's where Perfect Girl comes in. So it's typical, they went to high school together. She was the popular girl. Oh, her name is Jenny. And I'm going to mess up this name. The actress's name is Kalayla Hisham. Kalayla, if I'm saying that wrong, I am so sorry. Kalayla Hisham plays Jenny, and Jason Chan plays Stan. So Jenny and Stan, they've known each other since high school, and they've been, Stan had a humongous crush on Jenny. Jenny kind of thinks he was cute in high school, and Stan would write her love letters, just love letter after love letter after love letter, just filled with all of his emotions. But he never did anything. He never said anything. He never, So again, typical K-drama, very innocent, very lovey-dovey. Jump forward, like 10 years later, we find poor Stan alone and unloved, and I don't know if unlovable, but definitely socially awkward. Definitely socially awkward. Very smart man, very smart, like mathematician, has to do with probabilities and statistics, and just crazy smart, just very socially awkward. So after 10 years of not doing anything, they bump into each other again. And he talks himself into, I can't let, her slip through my fingers again. No, I need her. Jenny. So of course I'm, that's a little over the top, obviously, but he does devise a plan based on research and data and probabilities on how to get Miss Jenny, how to get her into his life. What he doesn't seem to realize is that Jenny still remembers. She still remembers those love letters. She still is basically waiting for him to get out of his head, get out of his way. So it's Christian and Jason really put together an amazing script, and they found actors, not just themselves, but that made it funny and heartwarming and poignant and just about connection and about vulnerability. And let me tell you, they've won. Before they made Perfect Girl into the 1 hour movie for Vicky, they won more than 7 awards internationally. One more time, internationally. I mean, this is a production company that truly knows what it's doing, truly. And moving forward, I believe they just finished a pilot of an action feature called Bang Bang Club. So Banana Manna Films, who created and produced Perfect Girl, that was picked up by Vicky, just did a pilot named Bang Bang Club. It was this year. This year was nominated for Best Editing, Best Score at the Indie Series Awards, and won a Remy Award at the World Fest Houston International Film Festival. I mean, that's just crazy, isn't that? That's really cool. So I believe I met Christian Lee of Banana Manna Films at one of the web film festivals down in Miami. So you never really know who you're going to meet unless you get out of your box, get out of your shell, just try different things, anything that you might like, So definitely check out Perfect Girl on Viki if you want to read a little bit more about what's going on with the series and so on and so forth. Please check out my K-drama blog, SashilyK, SashilyK. Google, and we will check more of this after we come back from our sponsors. And we are back. That's right. This is SashilyK, your Puerto Rican princess, on KPRP 650 AM Pinoy Power. And we are about halfway through, that's right, about halfway through our very lovely show on this Tuesday. And you can always find me here on Tuesdays from 8 to 9 every Tuesday on my show From One Native to Another. And if you are checking me out on Ustream, hello Ustream, how you doing? You can always check us out at www.ustream.com/TV Pinoy Power. That's right. So we were just talking about, and I put away my paper, but we just finished talking about my 3 blogs. Paul Pfeiffer at the Honolulu Museum of Art, exhibiting his I'm going to say this wrong. No, I don't want to say this wrong. Carrie Adids, from now until September 11th. Then we talked about the sexiest K-pop girl group, Sistar. And K-drama is Perfect Girl. So if you want to check any of those out, please be sure to look me up, SashilyK, SashilyK, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google me. That's right. So, as I started at the beginning of the show, you guys know, again, I am a writer. So this week I brought a couple of poetry pieces to share. So, as many of you know, most Puerto Ricans have brown eyes, either light brown, dark brown, somewhere in between brown. A lot of us don't even have hazel to call our own. It's not happening. That's what it is. It's not happening. So, for many, many years, growing up, I didn't like my brown eyes. I really didn't. Excuse me, I always wanted blue eyes, or at the very least, green eyes. I married a blue-eyed. My Uki, my husband, he looks Irish. He's got the dirty blonde red hair, white milky skin, freckles, and lovely bright blue eyes. So I was like, if I can't have them, I'm gonna marry them. So this poem talks about that. Icy eyes of amber, empty window painted desert sands, as camels ride the dunes of forefathers who bequeathed the wealth of colors we look through. Enchanted russet vistas filled with beasts who feed my dark chocolate inhibitions, coffee-flavored macaroons, and chestnuts roasting on an open, tawny field as lions try to tame the sienna. My roots are dipped in revolution and burnt umber. It is the redwood in my sister's gaze, the mahogany in my son's blood, my father's citrine stare that speaks of my origins, and I know that I am not fallow. So basically it's embracing what eventually, the eye color that I eventually just loved. I finally accepted that part of me. So this one is called What Are You Afraid of? So let's see where this goes. I am afraid of the dark. Candle in hand, wheat like gone in one breath. Silent steps follow as Piper plays disharmonic chords, words whispering welcome. As spider seduces fly, twig breaks, I look back and wonder who's hiding. Who's there? I call out, who are you? Warm breath reveals I am not alone. Steps quicken, screaming, sanctuary. Bells toll midnight, drawing near. Keys in hand, running faster, dorm slams, lights on, lights on, lights on. Eyes closed. Breathe in, breathe out. Heart jumping through chest, home. Safe. Fist pounds on door, scream, swallowed indigestion, clenched fist, doorknob rattles, golf club in hand. Hold breath. Hand reaches out. Door jerks open. Nothing. I am afraid of the dark. So that one is a little bit more kind of like child's fear. I've had my kids always, well, not always, but when they were young, check under the bed, make sure there's no one in the closet. Nobody's waiting on me, right? Nobody's going to get me. Sometimes I sleep, and I know this is a lot of us. If my foot is just a little bit, off of the bed, I'm like, and I bring it back in and I put it under the covers, because if there truly was somebody underneath the bed, that's what's going to stop them. Not being able to see the foot overcast of the bed. But still, still funny. Still very, very funny. So yeah. So if you have any poetry you want to share, any stories, any happenings going on, don't forget to send me an email, SashilyK, SashilyK @gmail.com. So, do you remember last week? Last week we talked about Dresden Files, Jim Butcher, awesome writer. Very sarcastic, very funny. So this week we are talking about Mercedes Lackey, and look, I've brought two. So what's cool about Mercedes Lackey, apart that she has like so many books, it's not even funny. Like, she writes books like we breathe. Like we breathe. And she has a lot of different series, not so much genre. She kind of sticks to the fantasy more than anything else. But she definitely has a lot of different series of different books. As far as I know, she's still writing. She's still moving forward. The publishing company is Luna Books. I don't know if you can see that. Luna. But Mercedes Lackey has been writing since since before digital books and Kindle and anything like that. Gosh, there was one that I believe she wrote one. Oh, I don't want to say it on air if I can't remember it. But so we're going to talk about specifically the 500 Kingdom series by Mercedes Lackey. That's who we're going to talk about, or at least that specific series. That's what we're going to talk about as soon as we come back. That's right, you guessed it, from our sponsors. Ow, ow. That's right, we are back. It is I, SashilyK, your Puerto Rican Princess. That's right, here on KPRP 650 AM, Pinoy Power. That's right, and we were talking about Mercedes Lackey. Oh, look. See, I have to like be like Vanna. You know, I have to showcase without covering my face. I have to be like, look. So, Mercedes Lackey has a series called 500 Kingdoms. And the very first book is Fairy Godmother. So anyone that knows I love me a good fairy tale. So, but I like anything from, you know, Disney fairy tales to like Grimm Brothers fairy tales, because it always has a good way twist about it. So there's another series, I'm not going to talk about it this week, but there's another series that does a twist or a flip on fairy tales. But Mercedes does her own, so that's who we're going to talk about. Oh, excuse me. So basically, in the very first book, Fairy Godmother, she establishes through the story, through the plot, and through everything that's happening, how fairy godmothers are created. Oh my goodness, and now I have hiccups and burps and all sorts of things. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Ustream. That's right. I forgot. Check us on Ustream, because when you stream, I stream, we all stream for candy. That's right, www.ustream/TV Pinoy Power Radio. Please check us out on Ustream. But anyway, so Mercedes Lackey, 500 Kingdoms, she establishes that there is a power, a force called the tradition, capital, and how fairy tales go, the Little Red Riding Hood, the Golden Egg, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel, and not just like the big ones, but also like the smaller ones, the genies. And then she takes folklore from not just American and British tales, but then, like I said, genies. So, what is it? Middle Eastern, Asian, all sorts of folklore and fairy tales. She's got the Snow Queen in there. So it's, as you keep reading, she just keeps giving more and more. The Little Mermaid is in there somewhere. So, and she's actually a security agent for her dad. So that's kind of cool. So she does her own twists and turns of these folklores. So basically what the fairy godmothers do is they push back on tradition, because tradition, as she explained to her pupil, who was going to become a fairy godmother, was tradition doesn't care who gets hurt. It just picks the easiest, quickest way to finish the story. So for every Sleeping Beauty with a happy ending, there's, ones that are not so happy, like, oh my goodness, what is that? Like Rapunzel, and yeah, it might be a happy ending at some point, but there's a lot of tragedy and a lot of bad stuff that happens from here to there, you know. When princes go on quests, you know, a lot of princes die and only one gets the girl, you know. So it's a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on. But it's really cool. So in One Good Night, it talks about that's the one with the quest of the princess. So three prince, you know, trying to go for the princess, and they go through all sorts of calamities and whatnot, trying to decipher riddles and you know, talk to animals and different things, you know, trying to get help. And help doesn't always come from expected places, which is why it's such a cool book. It's such a good read. And then this one is Fortune's Fool. So Fortune's Fool, I believe he's like the seventh son of the seventh son or something like that. And he's like a traveling almost vagabond, but he's not really a vagabond. That's just kind of like his disguise. But he travels his whole kingdom, like the borders, securing them and making sure that they're good. And he meets up with the mermaid, who basically does the same thing for her father that he does for his. And of course, romance will ensue after a couple of misunderstandings and miscommunications, and what had happened was. So definitely check out Mercedes Lackey if you're into fantasy and folklore. She's a lot of fun, and there's enough action, and there's enough magic, and there's enough things going on that I believe you'll have fun with it. All right, so for my next, I'm going to talk about the happenings that are happening around. See, look, I'm finishing. I'm cleaning up. That's right. So all the happenings that are happening, you know, around Oahu, because yoo-hoo, Oahu. So tomorrow, well, and you know, summer's here. Summer is here. So there's going to be a lot more activities for kids, for keikis, little ones, all the way through to the big ones. So Wednesday, June 1st, as in tomorrow, there's Wee Wednesday at the Pearl Harbor Hickam Library. Kids from 6 to 16 from 2 to 4 p.m. So that's more for my military brothers and sisters, but still pretty cool. Something to get, you know, even if the kids, ooh, that's the microphone. Even if the kids, you know, are playing video games, we're trying to kick ours out of the house, and that's not particularly happening. Actually, no, Jared went to Sharks Cove by himself to snorkel and stuff. So that's, you know, more power to him. All right. And then also on Wednesday, there's going to be a concert. Oh, Miss Sunny was talking about this earlier. CRSB. It's a musical duo based out of the San Francisco Bay Area. It's island-infused pop. So the last hour from 7 to 8, Miss Sunny had played, I believe, a couple of their songs. So that's kind of cool. They had 3 number ones and 5 top 5 hits on the Hawaiian radio waves. That's right. So again, CRSB. It's tomorrow at 8 o'clock at the Republic. The Republic. So be sure. I think you have to get tickets, but you can check all of that out online. All right. So Friday, June 3rd, La Rumba. Because, you know, tu rumba, mi rumba. Todos tenemos un poco de rumba. La Rumba with Agua Dulce Salsa Band. Again, let's make sure that I'm not doing any of this business with the paper. Because you want to see me. That's why you watch the show, right? To see me. So again, La Rumba with Agua Dulce Salsa Band, 9 p.m. at the Ville Bar and Grill. Haha, that rhymed. The Ville Bar and Grill. That's right. Friday, June 3rd at 9. And then Saturday. Oh, Saturday. Actually, it's the whole weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday. The 9th annual biggest little air show at the Pacific Aviation Museum on Pearl Harbor. I don't have a time for that one. I don't. I'm sorry. But just, it's on Facebook, so you can just, or Google it. You know, Google Brother knows all. So again, it's this coming weekend, 9th annual biggest little air show at the Pacific Aviation Museum at Pearl Harbor. Then, again, remember I said summer's here, so summer reading program. Oh, this is also for my military families at the Pearl Harbor Hickam Library. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. This is Saturday. Then there's movies on the lawn. They're going to be showcasing Finding Nemo. You know, Finding Dory's coming out soon. So they're showcasing Finding Nemo. That's going to be at 6 p.m. at Schofield Barracks. So a little far from my military families, but there's a bunch of military families out in Schofield. So watch some Finding Nemo at 6 p.m. That's right. Then Sunday, along with the air show, there's Cakey Fun Sunday Shark Tales. That starts at 10 o'clock in the morning at Sea Life Park. You know, I haven't been to Sea Life since I've been back. So that's definitely something I need to go check out. Then Monday, June 6th, Reading Rocks meetups. So if you guys don't know what meetups are, it's basically you can download the app. It's called Meetup, and you can either create your own group or join a group that's already doing something either similar or exactly what you're looking for, wanting to do. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more meetups again because summer is here. You know you love it. Summer's here, so there's going to be a lot more meetups for kids. Keiki is, doing like this, summer reading programs. Maybe going to like Wet and Wild or to the park or so on and so forth. So, Reading Rocks meetup, noon at Capole West McDonald's. And is it Adagio or Adagio? Not really sure, but they're going to be playing at the Blue Note. They have two shows. They have one at 6:30 and one at 9 p.m. That's Monday, June 6th. And Adagio, I'm going to go with Adagio. It sounds better, gooder. They are an R&B, neo-soul influenced jazz band, and which is something that's really, really cool. Really, really, very, very. They've been selected to represent Hawaii jazz at the Red Clay Jazz Festival on Kauai in August. So props to Adagio. I like saying Adagio. Adagio at the Blue Note on Monday, June 5th. Nope, June 6th. I'm telling you, these dates. Monday, June 6th. So coming up Monday. Adagio at the Blue Note, 6:30 and 9. That's right. And so, we've talked about my 3 blogs. I've got the K-pop, K-drama, and From One Native to Another, which is what the show was called from. So you can always look those up on Google, SashilyK, From One Native to Another, K-drama or K-pop addict. Because I am. Most definitely check out Paul Pfeiffer at the Honolulu Museum. His exhibition will be there all the way through September 11th. And he has exhibitions all around the world, like internationally. He's got exhibitions in London. He's got exhibitions. I know he's got one in New York. Now he's got one here. So definitely check him out. Let me know what you think. Send me a message, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook page, Google me, SashilyK, SashilyK at Gmail. Google is always my friend. Check me out next week. That's right, the golden hour from 8 to 9 here on KPRP 650 AM. I am your Puerto Rican princess. Going once, going twice, mwah, tuning off. That's right. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Listen to your Puerto Rican princess SashilyK for all things K-pop and K-drama and what's new and happening all around Oahu. Tune into my show from one native to another, Tuesday nights at 8 on KPRP Pinoy Power, 650 AM.